Hey yins guys, what's going on? RockerBuck here with another crazy pig video. I'm here in a mega taiga hills biome and I think it looks really cool, and as a matter of fact I've decided that I'm going to claim some land, which I already did, and I'm going to start work on my next base. Now you might think, well, what's wrong with the one you got? But really nothing. It's just I happen to like this, and yeah, we got company. And there is lots of mobs out here too. A lot of them. So I'm looking around thinking, yeah, I want to build my next base, but with all these trees in the way, it's kind of hard to decide what to do. So first of all, I'm going to clear some of these trees out, and I want to check around and make sure I don't chop down any that I'm not supposed to. There's the edge of my claim. So anything within these gold blocks in here are mine. So I'm going to get started. The nice thing about cutting trees here on Crazy Pig, at least in Atlantica anyway, is you chop the bottom one and the rest fall. And it's kind of neat. Some people say, hey, it's cheating, but I don't really seem to mind. And we're going to go ahead and cut a bunch of these trees down. And actually, we're going to use them. And I'm going to make them part of my build. So in a way, it's going to kind of be recycling. And I'd rather make it from the wood that I find in this area anyway, because that just makes it kind of cooler. Boy, those logs are just going everywhere. I don't want to lose. Yeah, let's go after that one. Why not? Let's see if my respiration. Oh, I don't have my respiration 3 helmet on. Oops. That's not a good idea. Yeah, that's a good quick way to drown. There we go. Got some. And plus, I'll pick up the saplings, and we can. Well, there's some leftovers from the skelly. We can replant later once I get everything terraformed and built. And that way we'll kind of make it look like the way it used to be before I just came along and hacked everything out. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna finish cutting out all of these trees, and I'll get back to you once everything's all cleared up. Wow, that was a lot of work. That was a lot more than I expected, actually. But now that I got it all cleared out, I'm seeing what I have, and it's kind of interesting. I have this little cove here, and at first I thought about filling it in, and I may fill some of it in, maybe just here in the corner, back a little bit, but I think this area right here, I'm going to let that alone because I have an idea for something, and it'll come into play later, and that over there I have to take care of because somebody was here mining, and this was at one time unclaimed, and I'm pretty sure I know who it was, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm going to talk to them and let them know. Well, they can find out if it's claimed. It's not hard, but yeah, I've got a lot of space to work with, and when I was claiming, I didn't exactly realize how much I had, and I'm going to double check just to make sure I didn't miss a tree. And this is how we check. In Crazy Pig was with a stick, and again, those gold blocks. Nope, that tree falls just outside of my claim, and since it is not mine, I shall not touch it. But I may do a little terraforming. I'm going to do a lot of terraforming, actually, because this isn't going to be anything major. It's not going to be like some fantastic thing like my eyeball was. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about it. Since this is out in the middle of a forest, I'm going to kind of go with a more rustic look. I'm going to go with a house. And yeah, I know I said in my first video that, you know, I've built 1 million houses, but not like the one I'm going to build. And hopefully it'll look nice. I just have to find the right place for it once I've terraformed a little bit. And I'm going to get started on that, and when I get done, really I'm just going to level it, and then once I figure out that I've got a nice area where I want to get started, I'll get back to you and we'll do a little bit of the basics. So I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, I've got the beginning of the foundation started. Actually, I have the beginning of the foundation finished, and here it is. Might be a bit roomier than I was planning, but it always seems that you never have enough space. So I think I wanted to make sure that I had plenty of room in this place, and I think I will. And if not, I can always go back and make room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish building this up, and on top of that, what I'm going to do is add the next floor, because the shape will basically be the same. And when I'm done with that, I'll be back and show you what's been going on. So we'll see you in a bit again. Alright, so I've finished doing that. Look at these guys. Look at them just hanging out under that tree. Well, guess what? You guys are going down. Yeah. Pick up that XP. Yeah, I'll pick up the bones too, why not? Short, whoa, hello. That was an unexpected surprise. So anyway, I did the work that I said I would, and let's have a look and see. Yeah, that's right, get the tree in the way. So there we go. We're making a little bit of progress. I'll jump up here where we get a little better look. And yeah, it's a little rough yet, but we'll be getting to work on it a little more. Gonna start building up along around so we can get to the roof. And I'll tell you, this was kind of fun. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It's starting to take shape. I haven't decided yet whether to put doors in here or fill it in and make it all glass as well, because I had originally thought about that gap there being a side door out on either end, but I'll think about it. I'll mess around, and when I come back, I'll show you what I decided on. Well, I kind of got carried away. It's gonna look a lot different than when you last saw it, so let's have a look and see what we got. Yeah, I kind of got started doing the roof, and yeah, I just went ahead and finished it. I thought, why not? And I added windows, and I went ahead and filled that in with glass. I had thought about it. Oh, I knew what happened there. I got snuck up on. Rotten little bugger. Okay, you've had your fun. Note to self, listen more carefully. And, oh yay, no, they're mine. I'm gonna have to talk to the person who's been here. Nevertheless, aha, we got a bunny. If you may notice, those main sections, the posts, pillars, whatever, they used to be dark oak, and I used dark oak on the roof with the dark oak sides. I thought, that's a lot of dark. So I thought, what, birch would probably look pretty cool. Wasn't sure, because birch varies from texture pack to texture pack. But I went ahead and added, I thought, add some nice contrast. But yeah, as a matter of fact, I put the roof on, and I even sort of took it a little bit further. Like I said, I got carried away. As you can see, I put a floor in, added some stairs. Looks nice, I think. Be interesting to see how I decide to fill all this in. And I actually was able to make an attic, loft, don't know what you want to call it. But here's the funny thing is, I've built this particular house on more than one occasion. I've done it in my single player worlds, and for some reason I could never get it to work out quite right. I was never able to get a second floor in there. I count the basement as a floor. I don't know why. But I was never able to get this in, and which is really weird. But it's cool. It worked out. I mean, this is probably going to be, who knows, storage. 9 chances out of 10, I'll probably make this storage because if you know, yeah, there we go. Trip over my tongue today. If you know, okay, we'll just take a deep breath and try one more time. If you remember in my base, the eyeball, all my storage is in the bottom half. And I got to thinking, that's about all the farther I ever go in there. I very rarely go upstairs in the main part, except Enderman. Don't look. Take a look at the Enderman in this texture pack. Oh, thanks, buddy. Wanted to give everybody a look. Oh no, I lost my train of thought. My Enderman zapped my brain. But yeah, the texture pack thing. But yeah, I totally lost it. I'm just, it's one of those days. I'm just, rough day at work. And I think he's in my house. Let's go see. I think I got an Enderman in the house. Oh yeah, we got an Enderman in the house. This is going to be interesting. Hello, Enderman. Thank you for visiting my house. Texture pack makes them look cool. They're creepy. They're just plain creepy. They're really creepy in default, and I actually like them that way. But this is cool. Yeah, excuse you. That's not very nice for a house guest. Yeah, I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at you. Just go about your thing. I think I'll just leave him alone. Leave him alone. But, wow. Usually I'm just like, oh, don't look. But we're not done yet. We're far from done. Got a lot to add. That just looks funny. I think that looks hilarious, No, Mr. Enderman, this is not your house. Feel free to drop by and visit, but yeah, I maybe should have. Well, I guess he likes it. He's not in any hurry to go anywhere. But you know what? It's getting dark. I'm going to jump in here. And I think the Enderman just farted. Yeah, I'm going to go in here and shut the door for the night. And I'm going to do a little more. Make some changes. Maybe not make some changes. I'm not going to change anything. Maybe I'm going to add on some other stuff. This is a long way to go. But I'm going to have a lot of fun doing this. So me and the Enderman here are going to hang out for the night, and I'll get back to you in the daytime when I can actually do stuff because there's a ton of mobs out there. So we'll see you in the sunrise. Okay, the sun's up, and now we can see again and do more stuff. The Enderman, yeah, he didn't hang out too much longer, but he stayed there an awful long time. I was surprised. So I did a lot of stuff off camera, and let's take a look at what I have now. And yeah, I like it. I decided to add a deck, and Urban Rustic helped me add some moss covered brick. And as you can see, I brought RockerBuck over here. I figured since he started out as a wolf and this is like a big forest, that he would feel more at home here. And I figured, why not? Let's bring Mao over because he needs a buddy. But I actually brought RockerBuck over for another reason. And hopefully, sometime, sooner or later, we'll get to have a little fun because there are a lot of skeletons around here. And I want to see him chase these skeletons around. And what I'm planning on doing is I'm planning on finding RockerBuck a girlfriend and starting a family so we can just have like a big group dog hunt. I think that'd be hilarious to watch because I know skeletons run from them. So here we go from the back, which looks pretty much the same as the front minus the doors, but got to do the whole roundabout tour. Now on the inside, I've made a lot. I made a little bit. Did a little bit of work outside here. Again, Urban Rustic helped. I think that looks pretty nice. I'm not sure. Well, okay. I thought it looked a little weird, but I realized I added bushes to that side. We actually did a little work together too. We added a bridge over here, and I think it looks pretty cool. I did this bridge. Well, she did the deck part, and I finished the rest. But I think it looks really nice. It kind of reflects the area of the country that I'm from in the U.S. I'm from toward the East Coast, from near a city where there's a lot of bridges. And I figured, yeah, that would just kind of bring a little bit of my area here to Atlantica. I'm not sure about the end rods yet, but you know, things change. So I'm going to show you a little bit more what I did on the inside, which doesn't, well, you can see I added glowstone because I hate torches. I really hate torches. And up here in the attic is going to be my storage area, and I have already been laying down chests. And what I plan on doing is I plan on lining this with this. I just do not have enough space in the eye base. I really don't. So I've decided I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now, I don't like all this glowstone in the floor, however. In the ceiling it's great. In the floor not so much. Now, I had an idea on something that I learned, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the rest of the floor in wool to make like carpeting. And wool actually can disguise lighting, and I'm sure you guys knew that. But that way it doesn't like stick out, stand out, and it looks a lot better. I think it looks a lot better with it. So I'm gonna give that a try. As far as all this, don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I'm sure something will come to me eventually. But for now, we're just gonna go ahead and call this video quits. This particular video, I wanted to, you know, make sure I got you guys a video for this week. And as I make improvements, maybe I'll do other episodes, and you know, as it comes along further, you know, I can bring something up for you. Anything major comes along. And oh yeah, I managed to claim the land all the way out to here now, so I have a lot more space available to me. And like I said before, I plan on filling all this back in with trees again once I decide I'm not going to build anything more. But I'm sure I'm going to do something. But once I do, then I'll start putting trees back and start making this look more like a forest again, instead of, you know, like something a tornado went through. And because, you know, this just doesn't look nice, and I really want it to look more like it does back over there. And so far I have tried my best to keep, you know, the land the way it is. Usually I get into a place and I end up, you know, just kind of leveling it off and stuff, but I want to try to leave this alone. I mean, I'm going to do some terraforming. I mean, that looks just weird. I'm just going to, you know, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to fix that. But other than that, I'm going to try to leave it as much, you know, as it is as I can. So that's my house, my new house, out in the middle of nowhere. And I really like this one. This one came out nice. This one's, and it's not done yet. So like I said, when I make all the improvements and I get it to the point where I say, okay, this is done, and we'll do another video, give you another tour, and hopefully by then it'll look even better than it did now. So hey, thanks for watching, guys. And as usual, remember, I've got my eye on you, even with a helmet covering most of my face. So catch you yins later.